right, good afternoon once again. Good afternoon, beautiful people of Lagos. Yes, you're still on to your number one online gospel radio station, Lagoon Radio, powered by the Diocese of Lagos. Anglican Communion, and of course, it's about time for the afternoon drag show. But not to worry, we're about getting started. And of course, you can join us on Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, on Instagram at Lagoon Radio NG, and you can also listen via our website on www.lagoonradio.ng for more info and entertainment here 24/7. My name is DJ Shaben. With me in the studio, we have beautiful voices, beautiful faces, beautiful ladies, and a gentleman. The only Babadudu we have on Lagoon Radio. All right. Well, right beside me is my producer for today, Abel Abi. Of course, she's a presenter as well, but she'll be doing more of production today. Thank you very much for coming on the show. How are you today, Madam? How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, as well, I have Favor and Timilein Solomon. Favor, how are you today? Good
I'm
afternoon.
very fine, thank you.
Let's see Favor's feet now.
Okay.
Favor, I saw a picture of you this morning.
Can we not talk about it, please?
He's watching you now.
All right, Timilein, how are you this afternoon?
I'm very fine. Good afternoon.
Okay, the only gentleman we have in the studio, Solomon Grinding.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Solomon,
Yes.
you know what you're doing. Don't worry, I give you again today. All right, together we'll be looking at the basketballs, the G's, all the entertaining trendings that has been going on since yesterday up until this moment. Don't forget, we said yesterday our president traveled out of the country. You know, and lo and behold, he has landed.
When did he go? When is he landing?
President Muhammadu Buhari arrives in London ahead of Global Education Summit. So,
Oh, he has gotten to his destination.
he's a he's an early bird. That's a good way to show how that's a way a good leaders should portray, you know. Okay. President Muhammadu Buhari departs Abuja and arrives London ahead of Global Education Summit on financing global partnership for education (GPE). That's 2021 to 2025 on 26th July 2021. Well. Thank God for Johnny Mercy, and we move now to the business of the day. Linguist Abike cries out after sitting next to a man with a bedbug infested bag in a commercial bus. Ooh la la. When I saw this video, I screamed.
Well,
Have you ever been in a bus with someone, and not even one? Have you ever noticed a bedbug on someone?
I've not seen
You've not seen?
bed bugs on people, just on beds, like the name implies.
He comes to me like,
Okay, so what's your perception on bed bugs?
I've had history. with
Funny
bed
history.
bugs. Yes,
School,
I've
right?
No, not school. I went to some place in Lagos here. I will not mention the name.
Okay.
So the beds, they had terrible bed bugs. And that was the first time. I was thinking they were mosquitoes at first. But then I saw that they had this reddish look and they kept itching and they kept itching. So I knew that this is definitely not mosquitoes. Found out that it was bed bugs. I had to start sleeping in the parlor from then on.
And you didn't take any of it back home?
No, definitely no. I made sure I left it there before I went back.
Timile, what's the perception of bed bugs? You like them, right? I can see you smiling.
No. I'm scared of them. Like, I don't want to have the experience again. I only saw it once, and since then, I saw it on a chair. I went to visit someone actually.
Hey.
So they were trying to carry the chair outside to the sun. You know, the sun used to kind of. So I was like, I'm not communicating.
It's not a good thing. It's a terrible thing. But I still don't know the cause of that thing. Some people say it's death, and some says it's cockroaches. They give birth to bed bugs. And Solomon, Have you ever been in a bus and you notice a bed bug on somebody?
No. And if I notice that, I'll definitely run away from that place.
Like, it's not about running away. What will you do to your clothes when you get home? Are you
That's
just
the
going to...
thing. I'll throw away the clothes.
If you're wearing a designer clothes, you throw it away.
When you say bed bug on your designer clothes, would you take action? You do something
throw it away. I will so wash the clothes with hot water. Hey, madam, because Isala has a lot of experience to share with us on bed bugs.
Anyways, in my school there's bed bugs. It's actually not new to me, but I actually detest it. It's not a nice something.
Not nice.
Because once it gets on one person or it's on something, it's contagious, it spreads, they give birth.
It spreads.
And it's something that is eating. It's in the night that they'll come out. You won't see them in broad daylight, but in the night.
Especially when there's no light.
And when they like darkness.
Exactly.
And when they sting, it begins to itch, redness, and all of that. It's not a nice experience actually. So for me, in a commercial bus, I will flee.
Yes, now.
Flee.
You're not even seeing
Even
what.
when I've paid the conductor, but I will just get down. It's better than going home with this.
Because
If one should follow you, it's like you're packing thousands home.
yes, now.
No, different stories of people that has bed bugs coming out of their hair, especially for ladies. I mean, it's so, oh my god.
That's lies.
Bed bugs, I've seen
Wow,
bed bugs.
there's nothing they cannot work on.
What are you saying? They walk on, you won't even know, very tiny things like this. I'm sure you've not had experience of
No,
bed
no,
bugs.
no. Actually, at my former
Slow
place
death.
of work, because most people, it was a call center, and we had lots of different people, and some of these guys would bring in their jackets because it used to be very cold, and we had a room where you could actually, there was a couch, and some people would sleep there, and most people were actually sleeping overnight. So we would come, and somebody would be complaining. I used to hear, I never experienced it, right? But every other person was complaining that there were bed bugs on those chairs. Somebody somewhere was carrying it from their house. Obviously, one of the people that used to, and everybody was complaining about it, and I'm like, Joe, if you even pinch me out already. So if that now bites me, I don't want that.
Let me read what she says. She says, oh my god, I can't cry this morning. The man sitting next to me is bed bug infested. They're just too much. I feel like jumping out right now.
No jump.
I go down jump to God, I need a good car. It just be like say my enemy enter one chance. I mean, looking at the video, looking at it, I mean, it's working all over the jacket, all over the bag. Oh my god, that's
this
a
one is
lot.
not. It's not only one that is there.
That's it. It's really scary. Someone said in the comment section, he said, I light from the bus and jackpot cause one bed bug can make you vacate your house, and it's true. It keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. Sweet text there says, I go chop. I go don't calm down since bed bug we know they finish for house. It doesn't finish. I don't want to know how much you try to kill and
Get this man.
No, I was going to say that.
The
Like,
man.
when you have bed bugs or this sort of things at home, just to do proper fumigation. So
Yeah.
The man said,
and it has to be continuous. You can't.
you know,
just
I'm
do it
also
once and-
looking. I'm also looking at the different scenario where somebody remembered, oh, I have this bag of mine,
Yeah.
and you go and just pick up the bag and just dust it, and you know those things are
Are there.
hidden in.
Probably the man has
So this
put that jacket somewhere for a long
that's-
time.
yeah, so
the
this-
bag. It's actually a bag.
It's
It's
a backpack.
Yeah, it's even a
Yes.
backpack. So.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe he just remembered he has it somewhere, and then he goes back to it and he just dusts it off and then carries it, and then this thing starts to come out because now they're in motion. You get so.
Oh my god, this is a
I don't believe
disaster.
that scenario. This bag, that's why I'm carrying it. So
Yeah, we don't know
Even
that.
this thing, they'd have entered one of his body, his clothes.
Yes, now
better
obviously
him.
because
Now
it's
be
a
that
backpack.
All right. Well, we read a story about a girl who walked into the supermarket to set it ablaze. Abigail want to help us with the update of the story.
Okay. Okay, so yes, yesterday we're quite amazed when we
Yes.
saw the story of we
Yeah,
didn't
she
know
is a
how
small girl.
old she was, but I kept saying this was a young person,
course.
a teenager, right? Because from the video, the way she was walking, the way she was carrying herself,
Not
you
even
could
a
tell
teenager,
that
yeah.
you could tell that she was a
Yeah,
child,
she was
you know.
a child. She was a young girl.
So this child
She's not a young girl.
allegedly.
She is.
She's a baby.
She's a big
Young
yeah.
girl in big character.
Solomon said young girl.
Anyways, so that was yesterday. We saw the story. Today she has been caught. Of course, she'll be caught. She's a child. She's 9 years
Yes,
old.
now.
Wonders.
Doing big things.
9 years old.
Mm.
So she had been interviewed, and according to the interview, they said she was just saying she said she came with her mom to the store. Okay, so where is your mom then? I mean, from
If
the
your
time
mom-
that
if your mom-
this child walked straight to this place. She knew exactly where she was
Where she
going
was
to,
going.
Exactly.
and knew exactly what she was trying to do. So she has been claiming she hasn't. So I just feel so sad, because who do I want to compare her to? Who do I know that is not? How old is your sister, Jomi?
She's not up to her age.
She's 6 years old.
6 years old.
Because just sound like her.
Because this is how you get. So a lot of people have different opinions of this. I read somebody say he's evil, he's an evil child, and all of those sort of things. Well, I'm going to read this one from Ladosh. Ladosh said, this girl is not saying the truth. Her actions were not a mistake. It was a carefully calculated one. She did what an adult will do. She knew what she was doing was wrong. That's why she paused when someone passed.
I said that yesterday.
Then
When
she
tried to
still
leave
hung
the-
around to see if she succeeded. The interrogator is even asking useless questions. Then
Now,
this,
because in the video yesterday, I noticed when someone walked past.
she actually, the way she looked
She looked
around,
back,
But
she
the
paused.
people that produced that video did not put anybody in charge of that CCTV camera, because somebody is supposed to be employed to be checking that.
we have talked that one. We have passed
That one-
because
Nobody.
because
Oh, okay, yes.
Now
I
they
was
just
not
have
here.
these things. They don't even
Yeah.
know how it works. They kept
So
it there
it's-
for their
For
staff.
reference
So
purposes.
you cannot
Yes,
totally
but-
blame the girl to me too. Assuming somebody have seen her, the
Because
person
they
will
knew
have
they
taken
knew
action.
she
No,
cannot be
no.
arrested.
Let's
They knew
even
she could not-
leave-
They knew she cannot be detained.
let's even leave blame who, not blame who. This is a 9-year-old child.
I mean, she's too young to be exposed
She's
to
too
this kind
young,
of
yes.
thing.
You don't
Wait, what
see.
kind of punishment did they give her? Is it
They will,
our-
Juvenile
she will go to
prison.
a juvenile
Juvenile
till
prison.
when she's up to the age.
I don't even know if Nigeria.
18.
She's have-
Do we have juvenile prison
Yeah.
here?
I doubt
Prison in
it.
advance.
They don't have in Nigeria.
We don't have in Nigeria. There should be juvenile
No, but
prison because
then, like,
we
she's
have.
9-year-old,
Yes.
but she won't go to prison now. So you are
She
saying
won't
going
go.
to
like-
Yes,
she
now.
should
That's
go
what
to
I'm
juvenile
Prison
prison.
now,
Yes.
but will she go?
That's,
That's what I'm
That's if it's
asking.
operating
Do we
in
have
this
it
country.
in
Do we have it?
Nigeria?
that's what we are
If
saying.
you have it,
Is
it's-
not.
it's
Because-
in
I don't
operation.
think
because
it's in operation.
She's not the only one.
Yes.
Yes.
She's
Okay.
not alone.
No, I'm not even talking about this particular
Okay,
incident.
there,
I'm
there are
saying
many like that.
Yeah.
on the streets, children are robbing. Children are actually doing evil things.
There are many of them.
A
There are many
lot of them. So there should be a facility to handle them while they
I
are
feel
young.
like there's a way they monitor them, sure, but
While
I
they
know
are
that
young.
when she
That's why I
gets to
feel the
that
government
age,
should just
she will serve the punishment.
get these children.
So people,
off the
for
street.
me,
There are too many on the street.
for me, now back to this story. For me, people are saying, "Oh, this girl was sent. Sent to what?
Sent what?
By-
What? By who?"
Sent
Why?
what?
So is somebody okay now? What is it?
Something like
Was she giving chocolates to
She
go
was
and
not
blow
sent.
up
I feel like
to
even
potentially
at 9
kill
years
herself
old-
because she could have died here?
even at
Yes,
9
now.
9 years old, she's
I mean,
matured.
the-
She's
we have
matured enough
gas
to know her
and-
right and her wrong.
Of course.
So if someone asks you to go and do something and you perfectly execute that job,
She's too young to even think.
She's too young.
Okay, let me just do what I'm asked to do. And they really need to push. I mean,
And then
press.
someone said they should get a good psychologist, not the police,
Mhm.
to get the truth from her. Cause all these
Who
mind
sent you?
mind
sent you?
readers,
Mhm.
yes,
I
like
think
her body
take
language,
it to her.
everything they need to know. Because if this girl had mind to do this, she will lie.
Hmm.
Actually, she will not shake. She will not blink when she's lying. Okay.
Raphael Olami says juvenile detention straight. This was premeditated. Serve a time by 18 years or refund the billions. Who is to refund?
How can you carry gbese of billions at 9 years old? What's your problem? You want to break? You want to break one
Brother
record?
Raphael Olami, be coming down small, okay? Thank you.
tamper your justice
Tamper.
messy.
I hope the owner has insurance, sure.
That one. That one. This is really. Anyway, I don't.
Someone also says,
Sad.
Adago 007 says maybe a smoke detector or fire extinguisher would have stopped these incidents from escalating. What do you think about that?
That's
In
why
a supermarket.
See.
In a supermarket.
The problem we're having here now is not just the fact that yes, somebody went and blew up a supermarket. We're saying a 9-year-old girl,
I mean, she's
Was-
underage.
whether she was sent or she went to do it herself, blew up. It's like when you say that, it's like when we hear news from abroad where you see a teenager shot somebody dead.
No,
Where
but
did
what
they
I'm
get
saying-
gun from?
No, what I'm saying is that even the supermarket,
If
to curtail the fire, they could have something like a fire
Okay,
extinguisher.
if a smoke alarm had detected,
That's
did
what,
you
I guess
see?
that's what the
Was it
person
not
did.
right in the video?
No,
Did you
most
see the
supermarkets
speed?
we have now,
But the funny
they
thing
don't
is,
take
Did you see the
note
She did
of-
that
they
thing
don't
close
take
to a
note
gas.
of
And
extinguishers.
she did it on purpose. She
did
went
it
there
close to it.
straight.
That's
She
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
even-
Did you
it's
also
not
see
even
the
a gas.
speed?
Gas is like
You know those lighters with gas?
Yes.
Yes.
now.
So when she lit one, the speed at which those things exploded,
exactly.
fire
And wait,
detector,
fire extinguisher
you would
will
have
be
still
able to-
gone
No,
down.
girl, come to
Yeah,
think
that's
of it, people were still in the supermarket.
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
sure
Even
of
she
that.
could have died.
she could have died.
She could
And
have
the thing,
died.
the thing, it happened up until the next day. The fire was still burning. It's
Oh,
it's a
It's sad.
disaster. I'm sure we're gonna continue. I mean, we're gonna come back to give you update on this story. Okay, moving on. Former Ebonyi state lawmaker Mwachi chides those who support women exposing their bodies. Okay, as she says, she should be allowed dress nude. Yeah, she should be allowed to dress nude if she wants to and show us everything in her body. Yeah, showing us her flatties is high confidence. Yes, support her. Okay, that was no high confidence. That was bang bang she. Please help me. Is that Igbo? Is that Igbo?
bang bang she
Bang bang she. What's the meaning?
talking shit.
Oh, okay. Well, if you can't practice what you support, if you can't do what you encourage others to do, you are an enabler of fatal iberibeness. Abi?
That's stupidness. Stupidity.
Thank you. What happens in this studio? There's Yoruba. I think we have Hausa very soon. You're leading people to their doom. Check yourself. They will hide under. Don't body shame me, but don't dress nude. No, allow their own daughters to date, or to encourage lack of shame and degeneration.
But exactly what is she referring to? That's because me. I'm trying to see. Is this addressed to men? Is this addressed to women?
She's addressing those that are in support
of people
women
exposing their
bodies.
body. So
When
she's,
they
like
are-
she's responding to somebody.
Because it looks like a battle that would not start together.
No, exactly. Not the same
Because
battle.
we didn't
She's
start
actually
it
just
together.
responding to someone who says,
Cause
you
you know
guys
this kind of
expose your
conversation
body.
where me and you talk about something, it's still paining you. Now carry it to go and post on your own social.
Continuation.
You not even invite me, but you've gone to,
But don't worry, we are going to help you escalate it. Also make you do what they don't want to do. So they'll be laughing at you on the inside and clapping for your dance of ignominy publicly. Ladies, don't let pretenders and hey, please help me, Abigail.
Ndiru abo,
Ndiru
two-faced
abo.
people.
Thank you. Mislead you. Their support is fake, so you will go out and discreet yourself publicly while they cover their body.
I think,
their own necessities.
yeah, I think like we're talking about when Nancy Sime said, "Oh, how would we feel if we saw her in the Big Brother house?" And I was
Yes.
like, "No," because what came to my mind was that Nancy has this courage. Then if you put her in that space where girls are doing too much to get attention, I can't imagine her having to dress a certain way, expose herself. That was what came to my mind. So I feel like when I saw the comments on that, people are like, "Yes, we'll support you," and I'm like, if she messes up there, if she messes up in that, exactly, you get. So like for some celebrities who, not just celebrities, but let's say celebrities for instance, who would dress the way they want, wear net, flaunt, that's what they're comfortable, and somebody will be like hyping them. Truly, if their own sister wore what that celebrity wore, they probably beat the girl. Like,
Of course, the same thing she's doing.
so that's what I'm saying. I think I get what she's saying, but we didn't start this fight together, okay?
But some people actually
Oh my god.
I support that, no comments. Okay, let's move to the comment section. Even in ongoing Olympics, a female contestant refused to wear the sport panties and wore full body covered sport clothing. Women talk of protection, sexualizing, etc., but clap for musicians who sexualize them.
Please, that's not true. This person, you started this comment in a sensible way.
And
You
now
not
you
feel,
ended
now
it.
landed. You don't. Women do not clap for musicians who sexualize them. I watched. I think a friend of mine wrote this one time. I didn't even realize it until my friend posted that. I'm like, and I realized that Adekunle Gold has never made a video where a lady was exposed. The only one is with his wife. We just came out, and that's his wife.
You even tell me that Kolo.
It was
That's so.
Exactly.
So, like I say, I never really noticed. I never really paid attention to that. When my friend wrote at length, like she loves Adekunle Gold because in his videos he has never used a woman nick. And I realized that yes, we love those things. So just because guy want to do video and he carry girls, that doesn't mean that other women are happy seeing that representation, because that's not fair.
I think we saw a video together.
That's not fair.
And I mean the video is. I mean,
even when they were doing Shady Bala Bala challenge, I was like, what happened?
The video was practically naked, and the video was shot on this
street.
On this Marina Road, like, and
on Sunday,
we
Sunday
questioned
they used to
ourselves,
lock,
like, and the government really supports this thing, like, she was practically naked.
Silhouette.
Sulia challenge.
Well, you don't have to naked yourself because you want to,
Make money.
impress or make money.
I saw two things that I like. I had to skip them because it's not for my man that you hear this kind of talk. Okay, let's move on to things that would concern us directly or indirectly.
Indirectly, yes.
Yeah, indirectly. Kidnap attempt foiled by motorist in Lugbe, Abuja. See, let me tell you. Okay, kidnap. Oh, my brain is. I thought I was reading suicide attempts. And I was going to say, and I was going to say, do you know what I was going to say?
For days now.
I was going to say, if you want to die, you will die. So, kidnap attempt foiled by motorist in Lugbe, Abuja. So I'm going to read this. This guy stopped by the bridge leading to Lugbe just before Wonderland Park and Abuja to pee, and some men came from the bush and took him away. His wife in the green gown called for help, and myself with some other drivers began chasing the kidnappers. When they saw us, they slit the victim with a machete before running away. So I have this conversation literally every morning when I'm driving to work with my friend, partner, And I used to be, I feel like we've gotten to that point where, yes, security in this country is terrible, but you're on the road, right? And you see that people need help. Somebody's car broke down. An accident happened. Everybody just finds a corner and drives past. And I was like, what if that was you?
Slows down to look.
What if that was you?
I think we talked
So
about that
at
sometime
that
before.
same Sunday night where I was robbed, right? When we were coming out from that Abijo road, just a few miles away from the house, I didn't catch it quickly. But there was this Korokpe bus, right? And I heard someone screaming in the bus. So there was like a short traffic. And then we thought the bus broke down or something. So we're trying to like maneuver. So at a point where we had almost gone past it, I wasn't sure if the person was shouting thief or help. And I was like, man, slow down. I was like, slow down for what? You just so like, what if I know insecurity is bad? I know that people want to mind their businesses to avoid stories that thought, but what if that was you and you are praying that God, please, someone, anybody should just show up. So we need to be more patriotic. We need to be more of our brother's keepers. You can't, if you're going to die, you're going to die. Whether it's by helping somebody or by not helping somebody.
Because people die
So
even on their own.
You might just, please, let's help people. So imagine if this young man did not listen to the woman's plea and run after that car. They would have killed him. He would have died. They would have used him for whatever they want to use him for. Imagine they still caught him. So God knows what would have happened. It's only peace the man say want to peace. In his life, you will not peace in Oh my days.
Oh, okay. I can see a lot of celebrities, basically actors, actresses, getting new cars, Range Rover. They are preparing themselves up and down.
What movie acting cannot give you? Maybe is this film?
I saw a gist yesterday where
What film? Because it's funny because check the people buying houses and cars. I'm not. You watch?
Don't take it personal.
Rattlesnake. I mean, what's
Don't
it
be
called?
too personal.
The Hannah story, Rattlesnake, the movie. I saw the actor on the road. I saw the guy was driving. The guy, and I'm like, he didn't go there. He's not that kind of. But the ladies in the industry, they are building house. They are turning to landlady. They are buying range. They are buying land. Is it that the prosperity is hitting the women and leaving the men? Because I'm not seeing anything. I'm just asking a question.
Just yesterday,
Uriel
says it be like say I don't go reject acting jobs again because actresses are winning. Please let me look for the number of the producer who called me in 2017 to 2021.
Because honestly, because every time you just want, and if you check this, it's not like as if these are main screen actors.
Of course.
Nollywood, you never know them finish you,
Yes, now.
but they are
They-
buying Benz.
They have YouTube.
So
But
today, you make some people fall sick.
They have
Okay,
YouTube
actress
account too.
Jemima Osunde
forget.
falls sick.
Because she could not afford.
Inability to afford a Range Rover like some of our colleagues. Sickness, it's a serious one. Why would you fall sick? Abigail.
Me
I'm
too.
a
That's
girl.
why they can see me like
Call
this
his
too.
caller.
Let's go and film you.
No, my own is she should not give up.
Yes,
She should not give
Don't
up.
work. Be
There
saying
is
what God
time
does
for
not-
everything. Our time is coming too.
Our time is coming.
Shortly.
There's time to work and there's time
to-
and there's time to enter
Yeah.
Range Rover.
Okay.
So she should
Well,
keep calm.
she fell sick because she couldn't afford a Range Rover
Oh.
like some of our colleagues. Beleo.
And see, you know the funny thing, she's not just an actress; she's a doctor on top of it too, and she could not afford the range.
Not that she can't even afford. Maybe she
I'm not
wasn't
saying-
even thinking
no,
of it.
you know,
But now the thing is just coming to her. Like,
Yeah.
Afford it.
Not
She
that
might
she
have the
cannot-
money
she-
in her
she-
account, but it's
and
not.
she
But the
never
fact
even
It's
that-
not a priority.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she never thought of getting herself a Range Rover. Like she's okay,
Yes.
but now that everybody's
She
buying
has
her,
not seen anybody to give.
That's
her a
why
Range Rover.
when
This is
when
Range Rover
when what's her name now? This former Big Brother Niger, my
Nengi.
namesake,
This is
Nina
not-
Ojere.
Oh, okay.
When Nina asked, Anto Lucky, Anto, which of them? Another one of them bought a range also, and Nina was like, "Where on they see brand new motor with nylon buy?"
yeah, I think I saw that too.
Because you see them tearing nylon from tire. A brand new car does not come in nylon, no. That's this
It
thing
comes
tear
in
rubber.
nylon
Inside.
No,
inside.
it does not come. It did not used to come. If
It's
you
only
go
in
and buy
Nigeria.
it's only in Nigeria.
I think I saw the Jesus yesterday. 2 days ago.
All of them are tearing rubber from when they say tear rubber, they are tearing rubber from tire.
Maybe it's from the
Báwo?
tire. That
How?
is extreme. That is
The one I know
Yes,
of,
the one I
Cassie.
watched, she was.
yes. I know of car seats.
It's in a bien.
What is it?
Fuka Akindele
But it comes with
It's
nylon.
just but it's
You
on
see,
the body.
they are
Not
slim
tire.
part.
I know. I
The
know.
hand-
I know of
inside.
one inside, not outside.
Let me tell you where the
Put
nylon
on
used
the
to
range.
be. The nylon used
the
to be
seats.
on those things that used to rust. That handle, you have nylon there to seal it. That's open
and
and
the
close.
bonnet, you have something to cover it. Not even nylon per se, just something to cover it. Like that of Funke Akindele because she,
Well, the Lord
Yeah,
is
the
our
inside.
most. Me too. Even if you cannot buy the best, we
Get
buy the
well soon.
nylon, and be preparing for when the
don't worry.
best.
You don't have money for tire, buy nylon. You
Eh,
celebrate it when the
who's
best
a-
come. Even if you didn't buy, even if you
It's
didn't buy the
investment.
one with nylon, if you buy the one, if you buy London use or don't just put the line on and make a video, tear it.
We'll tear.
Don't worry, LIRS will come for you. FIRS will come for you. It's like if people don't know. Oh.
It's yes,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
come.
Anyways, moving on from that
I don't know.
house.
Did you guys see the
Ojere.
one that a pastor said? If you don't bring money to bribe my angels, my prayers won't work for you.
Ew, another one.
Are you serious? To
Yes.
bribe his angels.
That's what the pastor
He
told his church
he
members.
has his own angels, right?
Ah.
I don't even understand.
Move forward.
One comment say, you and your
Somebody
angels,
said
they
you and your
mate."
agents they met.
Is it not meant?
Because, are you even serious?
Are you assistant
Jesus
God?
said-
Assistant
I don't
Jesus?
understand. Though.
Jesus said, "Enter, pastor. I like my son."
Oh my God. Things are really happening. No,
As
wait till we not
yes.
go see for social media. Oh my God. The Lord is our strength and
Can you
muscle.
even say
Mm,
something?
it is though. Okay. House help. 3 others arrested in connection with banker's murder. House help. 3 others. Okay. All right. We're coming. The police command in Yobe State have said that they have arrested 4 suspects in connection with the killing of a Hassan Abubakar, who is the staff of a commercial bank. The command spokesperson, ASP Dongus Abdulhakim, disclosed this in a statement in Damaturu on Monday. He said that the suspects are Omar Shaibu, who is 21 years old, Tajuddin Taufik, who is 20 years old, Ismail Mohammed, who is 17 years old, and Bulama Mudu, who is also 17. Where do they so get the mind from? What? Wait, is it that sin now has left? But yeah, because they are calling themselves Generation Z. Because I don't get it. Where do you guys? Anyway, let's finish the story.
Okay.
He stated that the suspects were arrested following a report by a colleague of the deceased, Abubakar Musa, who said that Hassan didn't report for duty and effort to trace his whereabouts proved abortive. Consequently, detectives swung into action. Swingers, and his home and premises were searched, and blood stains were observed on the floor with some iron rods covered with blood, probably used in the commission of the offense. Upon interrogation, the houseboy confessed to the crime, stating that on July 22nd, he and 3 other suspects attacked the victim in his own household. They robbed him of money, but ended up killing... Okay, they wanted to rob him of just money, but they ended up killing the victim, buried the corpse in the compound, and fled. The following day, they began to sell the property until they were eventually nabbed by the police.
Come on, then get mine though. After killing the man, you still came ahead to sell
How
his
much
property.
money does he have? How much money does he have?
They also
That's
paid by
terrible.
second day to pack something that is no.
It's you know it's really the thing is that yes, there's crime, but now when you hear of how old they were, now if you even notice now, when you hear crimes committed by most older people, you hear that they raped. You hear a 60-year-old man raped. Then you now hear that somebody killed somebody is 17.
17, 18, 21.
What's happening? Where did we miss it? Anyway, I think we're going to go on a break to drink water and calm our nerves, because some of these stories used to worry in the head. Well, we'll come back from this music break. We're going to be playing you this Praise the Lord by Mr. Emma and the Revelation Gospel Group. When we come back from the break, of course, we will continue in the conversation for today. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio. Majesty, kingdom, authority, flows from his throne. You are listening to Lagoon Radio. His anthem
Tonight, Lord Jesus, we set aside.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Your lordship and your lordship. Yes, Lord, we acknowledge you as the sacrifice, the great sacrificial lamb. We thank you, Lord God, for the blood that you shed for us. We thank you, O Lord God, for the great mercies and blessings that you showered upon our lives. But tonight, Lord, we want to see you not as a lamb, but we want to worship you as that Lion of Judah, the King above all kings. Thank you. Thank you for your presence. We bow before you. We acknowledge you. We honor you as King of kings and Lord of lords. So exalt, lift up on high the name of Jesus.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Majesty.
Òkòtó ọ̀rọ̀ bírímù ọ̀pọ̀ odò àti ọ̀rọ̀ àgbọ̀ngbẹ ọgbọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ gbádùn lọ́jọ́ ẹtì lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ níkànnì tọ́lọ́wọ́ bá mi sàlẹ́sà tá a wà yìí Lagoonradio ní dédé aago 11 títí di aago 11 àbọ̀ abala àṣàyàn mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ láti sàlẹ́sà fún ìgbádùn gbogbo mùtúmùwà. Abala àkọ́kọ́ la mọ̀ sí abala òwe Yorùbá níbi tá a ti mọ̀ kọ́ra wa tá a mọ̀ gbọ́ tuntun ọ̀rọ̀ èdè Yorùbá tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú òwe. Tábàlà kejì sì jẹ́ abala sóòmàmì níbi tá a ti mọ̀ kọ́ra wa bá a ti gbóhùn lóòkè lọ́árín tàbí lọ́ọ̀sàlẹ̀ nú èdè Yorùbá. Abala kẹta tó gbẹ̀yìn ni a pè ní abala ọ̀rọ̀ ìmọ̀ látorí ìtẹ́mímọ́ wá níbi tọ́lọ́wọ́n bá mi ó ti mọ̀ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ nú bíbélì mímọ́ rẹ̀. Ó lè wò wá tààrà sòsè lójú òpó @LagoonRadio Nàìjíríà yín lójú ewé Facebook tàbí YouTube LagoonTV ńlá wà lápálá ti bẹ̀rù wò ó kò ní balẹ̀ láì nípa.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. It's the show for the people, by the people. Street Talk on your #1 gospel radio in Nigeria. Every Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Download the Lagoonradio app on your Google Play Store or iOS and let's talk.
My people, your Obonge show don land for your correct radio station, Lagoonradio, your #1 online gospel radio, powered by the Anglican Diocese of Lagos. Join me, your personal person, Obonge Sandito, every Saturday from 3 p.m. reach 4 p.m. We go dey talk about different things wey dey sell for our society, for family, now for every matter we go dey chook our mouth dey yarn una. Join us for www.lagoonradio.ng. Make una follow us for social media, Lagoonradio Nigeria. That one na for Facebook, Lagoonradio NG, Instagram and Twitter. Watch us for YouTube at LagoonTV. Make we dey totori una dey go.
This is Lagoonradio.
I just need to hear from you. On my knees.
All right, welcome back from that music break. Of course, it's still Lagoonradio, your #1 online gospel radio station, powered by the Diocese of Lagos, and it's still the afternoon drive show. Yeah, with me, DJ Sharp, Ebulabi, Timileyin Favor, and of course Solomon Ademowa. We've been taking you back and forth on the happenings in and that's both here and there. Yeah, and of course we've still got more lined up, but you can follow us on Facebook at Lagoonradio Nigeria, on Instagram at Lagoonradio NG, and of course you can watch us live on Facebook at LagoonTV. Tell your family and friends to listen via our website on www.lagoonradio.ng. Well, right back into the story. Okay, it has come to our hearing and our seeing, and
Thank you
Sister
for
Amaka.
saving me. Thank you, my love.
Okay, the latest on Sunday Igboho, the Benin court sent Sunday Igboho to prison, declines immediate extradition.
Okay.
The court, the Pearl of Cotonou, has decided to detain.
Which prison? Is it going to be in their prison or our prison, though?
Find out here in the story. The court d'Appel of Cotonou has decided to detain Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Igboho in prison custody pending further investigation. The court rejects Nigeria's request for his immediate extradition of Igboho on Monday, July 26.
Okay.
The court, which was expected to start hearing the case at 10 a.m., begins sitting at 5 p.m. after the police ejected Igboho supporters and journalists.
Okay, so that is he's still in Benin Republic, and Nigeria is asking that they send him back here, okay, to extradite him, but they are not agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that they want to prosecute him there, and well, for the safety of his life, who knows? Who knows?
And also in the news, still on Sunday, Igboho, he said Igboho has refused to disappear from prison custody for the sake of his wife and Yoruba nation. Wait, are people really serious about this disappearing, this jazz or juju of a thing?
The person that came out to say that Sunday was crying like a child. That's the one that when I read that, I'm like, really? I think that was his lawyer.
Right.
Is it by face?
Hey, Solomon,
Right.
don't. You can't tell.
The way someone is saying,
Can't
is
tell.
it by face?
You've not seen a man cry before. He cries like a baby.
Solomon, have you not cried before?
Register.
Please, just
I've not cried before, but I've seen a guy that cried for
like
over.
you haven't
No,
cried.
he cried from 2 a.m. to around 5 a.m.
Who break his
Yeah,
heart?
somebody broke his heart.
Of course.
Of course, it's got to be heartbreaking.
It
because
has
the
to
man-
be.
A lady broke his heart. The guy left a school to come to that school because of the girl, and the girl was already dating somebody else.
Hey.
So
Now,
it
now
was
for
very,
school,
very
that
sad.
kind.
Oh.
Only in school. Is it that now that you have work to, you think about your resuming work by 8 a.m. You now be going to somebody's house to go and cry.
Wow.
You can't cry in your house, Ojere.
All right, still on the Sunday Igboho's news, we've got comment in the comment section. We have Folashade Doka says, best decision, it's better to detain him in Benin than to release him to be taken away by the wolves. Whether they want it or not, the Yorubas and Igbos will be free at last. Well, that is coming from Gerald Bernard. And also in the other, the disappearance of Sunday Igboho from prison because he has refused to disappear. I don't know how much more people believe in this jazz of a thing. I don't know. Do you really believe it exists?
Paul and Silas, they prayed. After praying, they sang. After singing, the Holy Ghost came down. Oh, Paul and Silas. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe there's gonna be an earthquake in the prison, and it's just gonna film.
Actually, Idris Oladeje, cleric for Sunday Adeyemo, better known as Sunday Igboho, has revealed why the Yoruba Nation activist has decided not to disappear from custody. Why?
Did they tell him that if he disappeared, he would take his wife? Let's know.
He said Sunday Igboho believes in.
Because his wife cannot disappear.
Oh, okay. You should have done the one that will reach
So
the
if
family.
he disappears, of course, they'll definitely go
They
for
will
the
go
wife
for
and
the
the
wife,
children.
yeah.
Okay, so the man says Sunday Igboho believes in Allah and he hates cheating, especially cheating the Yoruba nation. He has those powers and they are from Allah. He can't disappear there because he doesn't want any problem for his wife and Odua nation, the Yoruba nation. He hates problems. He's a good man, and that's why I love him. He said.
How many tribal markings on his face?
But to be sincere, that man is actually a good person.
No, we're not content. We're
Okay.
not even fighting
So
with
there's
that.
no
Yeah.
argument
It's the
about
whole
that one.
disappearing.
But the fact that we
and
disappear, now that's what I'm saying. The fact that you're adding with disappear, I beg you. Where is it disappearing to?
You know, people make joke out of everything.
That's the
As
thing.
someone said in the comment section, he said, "Why he no just disappear straight to Germany
Shit,
instead of booking a flight?"
yes, now.
So
He's
Is
a
it
good
you're
man.
not a good person.
They just told you he's a good
You're
man.
not a good
I'm
person.
not saying he's not a good man. He's a good man, but they said he can disappear.
He doesn't like koala.
Why did you?
Oyibo no
He
know
like,
jazz,
hey,
oh.
he doesn't like cheating.
Oh, you
Oyibo
don't
no
know jazz.
jazz.
That's the thing.
You can't disappear. As you disappear, go. You will disappear back.
Yes, now. So what's
But
that?
let's be very
Yeah, realistic.
Realistic.
Right?
Okay.
No, but, okay. Maybe that's not what she wants to say.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
Let's be what?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah,
Okay.
let's be realistic, right? Before Christianity, before the civilization and all of that, right? We believed in traditional sources,
Yes.
and it worked for people.
But that's what they said.
No, I met my great grandmom, so I know I've heard stories, and those are not myths. My great grandfather, according to them, they say you do that in a spiritual form. You get so. This people, I feel like what works for people are what they believe in. That's why the issue of faith, even in the Christendom,
Setting.
is still important. That somebody can tell you that they believe so much in something that a mountain can move, and somebody else is doubting that. If you strongly believe in something, whether it is your brain playing tricks on you or your imagination, it's like, okay, there was this time. Let me show you something even more real. There was this time I bought a body lotion and it was supposed to work for something, right? And the first day I used it, I swear, it felt like as if all those things had cleared. But they were there. You know, they were there. So I'm not up for whether the magic disappeared. No. But I'm saying, let's not completely forget the fact that we have a culture. We come from a culture, and we had beliefs. Our beliefs have only been modified. It has been enhanced. It has been changed. But we've always had things that we believed in. And now the issue of Oyibo, who says Oyibo no juju? Oyibo they do. They also have a culture. And they have some of those things that they equally do. So it's not just an African thing. They do their own version of.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fraternities, courts. They have a lot of those things. So it's not just here. Okay. So let's move on from that.
Okay.
I have a question to ask. I know that with the whole Oba and Obi Kubana thing, which of course everybody has had questions on, how do they make their money and all sorts. But do you ever see, let's leave Obi Kubana out of the question, Chef. Do you ever come across a picture or a video of a rich person giving arms, dashing people cars, giving people money to start a business, and at that moment you're not focused on their act of kindness, but you're focused on where did they get this money from? Does that ever happen to you? Like somebody is giving something and everybody's like, he's a good person, and you just like, okay, but where is he getting that money from? Does that ever happen to you? Do you ever?
Well, it does. No, only when I'm not familiar with the person, like, okay, at least I should know you to some extent to be able to say, okay, this is what you do, or you're a philanthropist. Even if at least you have a source of income to yourself, for you to be able to do such, yes.
Solomon?
Yes, it does, but I'm with what she said, that only if she's not aware of the person before, of the personality. Yes. So I will feel like, is this money real? Or nah,
but
just.
but okay, but say for instance, I mean, I know that now back to our African culture and believe again. Yes, in our movies for the longest time we have always had that imagery that when people spend money in a certain form, when people do certain things, when people have sudden wealth, money that you can't really trace, is potentially that they've done something. Either they are doing jazz, Yahoo, or they are just either they are laundering money, I beg your pardon, or they are into some fraud, or they are cultists and all of that, right? Especially from the eastern part, all of those beliefs whatsoever. But should that always be the focus? I mean, I'm not talking about how the person spends money lavishly. I'm saying when the person is doing an act of kindness, when somebody is actually spending their money to help people. Do we still have to? I'm not saying we cannot. Just because you are helping people does not mean you are not a Robin Hood. But should that always be the first thing that we think of? Like, this young man, Williams Uchemba, the actor, the comedian guy. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. He attends my church. I think that was when I had to start coming down. Because I used to see videos of him giving out stuff. And I was like, what does he do?
Used to
I have actually questioned myself.
I decided, my own, it doesn't hard me. As long as there's internet in my front, I will check. What do you do?
The truth is, that all these people that you're mentioning, they make money from their YouTube.
You're even going far. YouTube is even. Let's even leave
YouTube.
They're
making a lot of money.
Because Williams'
case. Sponsors.
No. Do you know he's a youth ambassador in the US? Williams left Nigeria as a young person, as a young child, went to school. He is active in that part of the world. He only came back to Nigeria recently and then went back into the movie industry. But he has what is working for him. So I had to start reading up on him, like, this is what he does. He represents Nigeria in congresses, in meetings. He meets with politicians. This young man is powerful. We're just looking at him like this because he's a comic, because he does comedy. But this young man is powerful. Okay, so at that point I was like, okay, I get it. So in this case, I just took my mind off it, right? But now I'm saying there's so many other people like that. Like the case of the story of Robin Hood that we still love as children, steal from the rich to give to the poor. You're still committing a crime. But when somebody is doing good, is that the first thing? Like, okay, the reason why I'm asking this question is because Governor Sanwo-Olu's aide, Adenike Oyetunde, she actually wrote something. Let me read it. I said, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm not alone here. For every time I see a person do an amazing act of kindness, my mind always goes to what is the source of this funding? How is this person able to do so much good? I'll tell you why. According to her, she feels anybody who is able to do so much good is into money laundering. Does the source does it matter the source? Should the source of funding matter? Isn't that good things that are happening? Now, first of all, for her position, I feel like she messed up with that statement, because saying because somebody is doing so much good, it means the person has to be into money laundering. That's bad. That's wrong. Because you're not able to find that. So if Dangote is on Forbes list, Dangote is the richest man in Africa. Dangote has organizations and stuff. So are you saying if somebody like in his personality, somebody who can trace his wealth, for instance, his generational wealth that Dangote is actually enjoying, people just don't really know. So let's say that kind of wealth now, and he decides, you know what, I'm going to start giving. I'm going to start, anybody that just comes to me for assistance, I'm going to do that. We now say, oh, he's a money launderer. I feel this is wrong, because there are people who really work hard for their money, and they have that human sympathy, and they actually give. Okay, so if the giving looks like it's too much in your eye, it's just that your level of poverty are not clear. As far as I'm concerned,
but it's not our fault now.
You're still poor in your mind.
It's because of the current happenings and because of what we have seen. Because I can remember when you were talking about Dangote, I just remembered one guy like that, Dominic Joshua, a guy that was arrested in May over allegedly defrauding investor of over 2 billion naira. When you see this guy is actually a business person. He's a business personnel. He has a company which is named Officer of Brisk Capital Limited. Dominic Ngene Joshua, that's his name. This guy has a lot of money and he's just 21 years old. And he used to give the likes of Rema, you know, this young artist. He used to give them a huge sum of money. And I used to feel like, I won't be like this guy, one deal, this young boy. Then when I now saw the news that the guy was arrested, so it's not our fault that we want to make findings or we want to be sure of what somebody is doing before giving out.
That's not.
It's because of what we have seen.
Yes, I get that.
Because of our experience.
I get that. I equally acknowledge that, yes, a lot of things has happened and people also need to be careful, because before your head will go for the money that you are begging for. Yes. But then again, I still feel like it is unfair to categorize somebody asked a question that to Adenike, saying that does she question where her salary is funded from? Yeah, because you're working for the government, okay? Okay.
Do you know the source?
Okay. Are you also questioning your boss's money and the money they lavish, or is it just because the ordinary man without a name to you has money to spend, you have a problem with it? I think that's okay. I want to move on from that very quickly. Time we do.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Oh, I saw this news. Why I live in a 3-bedroom apartment in Aba.
No, it should be live in a hut. If you like, live in a hut. Because what is he doing?
Are you indirectly telling us that you don't stay in a mansion?
What if you like? That's
like
I
the
don't.
Rest of your
I don't. I okay. Well,
you might not be. You might not be. You might not be a flamboyant person.
If you are thinking what we are saying, it's Abia State Governor. In the whole of the eastern states, Abia State remains the most backward. The governor are the most inactive. That's why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. They cannot come and arrest me. I'm a citizen. They asked this governor, Okezie Ikpeazu, This is his second term as a governor in the state. Okay, sir. Where does how are you doing, sir? In your 4 years plus 6 years, because it's soon going to be 8 years. What have you done for Abia State? This man said they have ShopRite in Abia State.
They not have.
We have parking space in Abia State.
That's
And
what
I'm
said
like,
now,
ShopRite was there before you came.
Okay.
So Aba has his parking space. Is the whole of Abia State going to be parking
There.
Is it airports? What the? It was so irritating that was what a governor, a two-time governor, could come out to say. These were not your personal achievements as a governor. These were not your personal achievements. Does he own ShopRite? The parking space, what is it called? Is it his own? Did he build it? He could not even say he did road. You could not even say there is better electricity. He could not say there is water. He could not mention the
education.
nothing. You're telling us that they shop right. No, okay. The money we don't have, all of us should go and be shopping on behalf of our governor. It was very shameful when I saw that video, and I'm like, God, no. So now he has also come out again to explain to us, because first of all, this time I used to ask, who asked you? That's how you just start explaining who even asked you. Somebody visited, I don't know if he's the one, but someone visited, I think it was Olumakaiye that visited him or one of his aide, and they were throwing bundles of money at him. And people don't realize this. It is disrespectful to the currency for you to throw money at somebody.
It's a crime,
It's a crime. You will be arrested. Now, in the governor's office,
one thing I've always noticed is for every rule, there's always an exception. No matter how you create a rule in Nigeria.
Of course.
Yes. So the exceptions are the ones that make the rules.
Okay.
Nigeria, our country. Abis you.
Let me tell you people the reason. Let it not be like as if we don't know the reason, Sha. Why he's living in 3-bedroom. I don't know why that's the problem.
Tell us. We are
Me
interested.
too. I want to know. I don't know.
I want to know.
I also want to know. Governor Keze Ikpeazu of Abia State says he stays in a 3-bedroom apartment in Aba, the commercial capital of the state. You need to see the Aba safe. It is unmotorable. It is unsafe. You need to see the Aba we're talking about. Aba is like the marina of the east. The Balogun market. That is where when you say Aba boys will duplicate, that is where it happens. It's a market. I'm coming, Sha. He stated this in a chat with journalists on Monday, July 26th. Why? We're getting there now.
As in, why?
The governor said he chose to live among his people. If he's not that I'm a born again, maybe I would have said, "Don't dash your help us to locate."
Your governor.
No, I say if I was not a born again now, I would have just said, "Don't dash your help us," because what are you explaining?
And I'm sure that 3-bedroom apartment that he's talking about.
It's not just a 3-bedroom.
You want to live amongst your people. Are you living like your people?
Exactly.
Are your children living like other
children?
Did
they go to the school? Did they pass?
Are they even in the country?
I don't even know what his children look like. If you ask you, I don't even know safe. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment here in Aba. I stay here because I want to keep my eyes on the fact that I am the governor today. That is it now. It's the time that catch that girl that do burn down the building.
Read the last, but I will not be the governor tomorrow.
He says he's governor today, but he will not be the governor tomorrow. So he wants to, get comfortable with his environment.
Big, Papa just want to talk. Is that
I like the question someone asked. Papi says, so what have you done to make life easier for your people?
The so-called people you want to be looking high on.
CCTV.
The hypocrisy is
so
like loud.
Some people have CCTV, they don't know the use. What have you done? Since you're there, you're living comfortably. Oh my God. People are so funny.
Savages.
This information. Yeah. Okay. Please go ahead.
About this whole governor living among your people. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on air.
Shut up with us.
I'll not put you in trouble. Like in my state, our governor has a house.
They should be living among the people.
The people. Like
we know where governor, but what's his name? Someone whose house is. It's just here. It's just behind us.
Now the problem I have is that the road that leads to his house is well tarred.
Of course.
Yes.
But the other roads are terrible.
Yes.
Very
What you are
terrible.
saying is a known thing. Of course. That's not a new.
cough? The
It's
cough,
of
you
course. How do you want to? It's a normal thing. Okay. With this explanation you came out to save. That's why I say we even asking this kind of
It's
question.
important.
How does this help?
Just
What
want
does
to
this?
trend.
What does this change? What does this matter?
Just want to trend.
Are the people happy? Do they have? Aba is a slum. That's if you have. I'm from Abia State. I avoid that road when I'm going home. I pass Imo State, and it's a very long journey. I pass that road
But
because
at least the road is better than
better.
Abazu, so
by the time you enter, by the time you see welcome to Abia State, you better buckle up because it's gallop. Begin. So you get to your village. It's horrible, and then you're coming on to tell us why you have 3 bedroom. If you like, let it be hot. You are living in. Are you doing your job? So should we be clapping for you that governor? Come on.
Bile.
This is a sad one.
Who died?
A man identified as Adewale is dead, and it was gathered that he died on Friday,
shot
July 23rd, 2021. According to a video circulating the net, diseased.
I don't understand.
I didn't even get. I didn't even get it.
No, he was having fun. Huh?
No. Why are you reading? Oh my God.
The disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
Was seen having fun at Elegushi Beach, Lagos, when he decided to somersault and he landed with his head hitting the ground.
Baba wants somersault now.
That's
This is that thing that you be watching. Is it that you watch it as 1,000 ways to die,
And they've
or
already-
don't try this out?
It's really sad. It's
not
really
funny, it's
sad.
not
He was pronounced dead on
It's not funny.
arrival. By the time he was rushed to the hospital, it's a really sad one. But wait, looking at the video.
There's a video. There.
Yeah, there's a video, and there's a picture of him.
Somebody was
lying
videoing him
helpless.
somersaulting. Oh
Yes.
wow.
Those are the last moments of his life.
Oh my
Sickening to
God, see
watch.
happy moment too.
That's sad.
Yepa.
Gone too soon.
So he fell on his neck.
Oh, that's
He fell on his neck.
They almost turned.
What
They
happened?
didn't
They did
complete
not
the
show that
video. They
part,
didn't show
yes.
'cause it's.
It must have been there.
I'm
Must
sure,
have snapped.
I'm sure you don't want to see it. That's a lot. Which
Oh.
kind happy? He didn't smoke anything. No,
Who
As
said?
in-
he,
It was
No,
just
he was obviously.
it was just in
happy,
mode, like the whole mood.
overjoyous.
These village people, they have power. Oh.
As in,
They follow you, parent. Just know the God that you are serving. That's why we tell people, serve a living God. I serve a living God. Even
Anyway.
when I saw my thoughts.
Hmm?
Oh my God.
As we are bringing
It's
the,
really, it's really sad.
they've not, they did not show it.
as we are
They
bringing
didn't show that.
the,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure you want to see
One
the
is the
old,
second one.
because obviously
Yes.
you
You
know
wouldn't want
when
to
you
see
do
it.
this thing, your hands are supposed to be. So obviously you must have missed
Yeah,
it
they missed
somewhere.
it.
Yes.
Miss a step,
I have a word of advice for you people.
but don't try it at home.
Just pray.
No, this time is
Try,
going.
don't-
It's the
don't
word
try-
of the
don't try
day.
anywhere.
It's the word of the day. It has nothing to do with this video. So they say I should tell you people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Making
Then
me,
every
making
day
me.
they say I just to pass message to me to you people. So
Mm.
today they have passed message. They say they want to beg you people
Ati gbewa.
in the name of God that anything that you are doing in this life, avoid police.
Yes,
Any
Yeah, it's true.
please.
anything that you are doing in your life,
Is
if
it
you got
police or the case? Which one?
police and case put together.
Police case.
Police case. Police on its own.
But they said they are our friends now.
The fact that somebody is your friend does not mean that two of you
The
must
person
eat.
can-
Don't you fight? Don't you
Yes.
fight with your friends?
Eh.
Yeah.
Ah,
Don't
a
you
lot,
fight?
a lot.
Argue a lot.
Just avoid.
Fight is
Avoid.
different from fight. Thank you.
Avoid it.
Mm.
Fight pass. Fight pass fight.
Exactly.
Shall avoid police case.
Avoid Nigerian police.
Because,
case
like you
too.
said, he said it looks straightforward on paper, but in reality, it can destroy and alter your life, especially
true, actually.
in Nigeria.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I used to think of all these celebrities that EFCC will arrest and they will release them later. They will feel like, now small thing I should be. You never can know where you can go later in future, and people will bring it out and they will be like, they've arrested you before, so what's the probability that you won't still perform the act when you come in power. So it's true. Abigail, thank you for that advice.
Yeah, so please,
Time is fast spent, but I don't know. Well, there's not been much news on Baba Ijesha. It's just the comedian process. She comes out to explain her relationship with Baba Ijesha as court adjourns case to July 27. July 27.
Yeah, the kind of explanations that I don't want to be.
Are they still on that case? I thought.
Don't worry, tomorrow. Don't worry, tomorrow.
She coming out to say this, that
I mean,
she met him through him toasting her. What was the thing?
No.
I had him meet. It's so funny. I have options. Please go ahead. You must say what you want to say.
Okay, she said she met him through acting, that they want to do one comedy skit together.
I thought she said that there was a toasting involved.
Yes, he said after the movie.
Then I decided to go to
toasting.
Zawaza room.
But she said she rejected this one.
Oh.
The proposal.
But according to the sister story, the story the sister said in court, I don't know if you watched the video where she said Princess and Baba Ijesha, they were an item, and there was a time. I mean, different times like
Hey,
that.
it doesn't matter.
When she comes out to even push herself to Baba Ijesha.
No.
guy
That has
born-
nothing to do with the case.
Yes.
Even if they were married and you defile a child living with you, that's a case. I
That's a
would turn
case.
against you if you're my husband. I don't care who you are. I don't care the relationship that we. Even if you're my blood brother, if you defile a child under my care, that's a case. So her relationship with him, these are two adults. These are two adults.
Yeah.
So
and
nobody.
This is a case of a minor.
Yeah, that's what I'm
minor,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah, a man. Yes.
So I would turn
Like
against.
again, is 9 or something.
It's not nice.
She's
No.
still young. I mean,
She
Said
was
looking at the
14.
difference, and she was 14, and
Yeah.
now she's
But
no,
now-
She was seven.
Seven
now.
So for 7 whole years, you were
She's
molested.
still a minor.
At
She's
least.
still a minor.
She's still a
14 years.
minor.
I don't used to like to end show with this
Until
kind of
she's
topics.
18 plus.
And
Okay, let's
I need to find joke
Oh, yeah, now.
coming. Something has to cheer me up because what happened?
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Indian-based Nigerian queen bragging about their affluence abroad. Shows their iPhone. Oh God, they are using champagne
Showers
to
the
wash.
iPhone.
To wash iPhone.
Sure for them
No.
Why now they see this kind of money?
Sure
I
for
don't
them
want
now.
this kind of money.
Sure for them now.
I don't want to have the money that I'm going to be wasting like this. No. Is it not any king? It's not champagne, no, it's beer.
Is it that no?
Sorry.
Is it that no?
On that note, on this junction and junction, now we avoid police. So, okay. we're going to have to bring the show to an end.
Yes. Yes.
Coming up next.
Family.
Where is your show?
My show is not today.
It's smart. Oh, wow.
Look at them,
Okay. Sorry.
Travel with me is actually coming up. She's a confused woman.
It's by evening. It's by travel with me comes by 5 p.m. Okay, so yes, we're gonna have to bring the show to an end
yes.
because we've spent
Time is
a lot of
fast spent.
time.
Don't forget it's still LagoonRadio, your number one
Gracias.
online gospel radio station powered by the Diocese of Lagos.
Download
Yes.
our app.
On Google Play Store and App Store.
Follow us on
irrespective
social
of the device
media.
that you use. Yes, on the Instagram is at LagoonRadio NG, on Facebook at LagoonRadio Nigeria, and of course on our website is www.lagoonradio.ng. Yes, my name is DJ Shab, and thank you, Abby. Thank you, Timilain. Thank you,
You're
Fubo.
welcome, you're
Thank you, Gentleman Solomon. And thank you, my listener out there. You're the real MVP. Do not go anywhere. Still Lagoon Radio. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.